Hello and welcome. It is 3 o'clock. It is the 26th day of August 2021. I am your grumpy guide to all things gaming, the OGGM. We have two new news stories to come up that have come across our perspective in the last couple hours that we'll need to get into, and then probably need to get into a little bit more later on. So, first the minor news, then the major news. So the minor news is that Arby's now has Dungeons and Dragons dice. Why? I don't know. Are we going to see an Arby's role-playing game like we saw the Wendy's role-playing game? But Arby's is now selling Dungeons and Dragons dice. So you can go to Arby's and get your barbecue sauce and your curly fries and your slider and your roast beef with cheese and a 20-sider. Never before in my life did I go, Arby's D&D dice. The inevitable connection is just there. I think Arby's, I think D&D. No, in no conversation have I ever had regarding Arby's has anybody ever gone, and they should carry dice. Because when I drive through an Arby's, I also want to get an extra pair of six-siders. But they're carrying D&D dice now. So head on over to your local Arby's and pick up a roast beef with cheese, some barbecue sauce, some curly fries, and a set of dice. Because why not? Dice are awesome. Arby's is awesome. Whatever. Now the major story. And this one is, I'm sure, going to ruffle a few feathers because it revolves around our all-time favorite group, Wizards of the Coast. Yes, Wizards of the Coast has been pretty quiet the last couple weeks, and I kind of thought maybe we could make it through the rest of the year without them doing anything questionable. But nope. Wizards of the Coast recently snuck another survey up over on the Wizards of the Coast site, looking at classes from the Player's Handbook. They posted on Twitter and the Discord and the usual other stuff. Lots of pros, lots of against, and other things about what they want. Apparently, they're just trying to see what people think about the classes and maybe they should change. And the player base apparently has responded pretty negatively to the ideas of the classes, either citing poor execution or confusion about how the classes were supposed to be balanced, signifying to Wizards of the Coast that even though they don't actually make any attempt to balance the classes internally against each other, the players want something that feels about even. So you want your cleric to be able to do the exact same things that your fighter does, and you want your bard to do the exact same things that your ranger does, and you want everybody to be even and everybody kind of the same. No one class should be better or different than any other class. They should all have an attack, a defense, a movement power, a utility power. That sounds a lot like 4th edition, you idiots. As we know, there were no subclasses in the 5th edition Player's Handbook. Instead, there were feats and stuff like that. But now, apparently they're saying, no, we want more sameness, but also more versatility, but more sameness. So all this goes to say that it looks like WOTC has plans for the core classes in the not too distant something. Remember, the 50th edition is only like 2 years away. Whether this might take the form of an update to Player's Handbook, which a lot of people have predicted, or another book like a Player's Handbook 2, which apparently is long awaited. Nobody wants a Player's Handbook 2. No, they don't. But it's interesting that they're not just looking at the idea of subclasses again. They're also looking at core abilities at classes. One of the examples here is they posted a survey about how satisfied are you with the core abilities of the class, like rage and unearned damage. So I guess they're thinking that we should change all the classes to make them more like, which sounds a lot like 4th edition. So how about you just get rid of classes altogether, Wizards of the Coast? I mean, and just adventurer. And every level you get in a number of points that you could use to put in to buy whatever you want to make your adventure specific to your thing. So everybody would be kind of the same, but kind of different. And we just get rid of classes altogether, because that would be, oh wait, that was 4th edition and GURPS. That's GURPS, isn't it? And True 20 and like 100 other games. We want the classes to be more balanced. We want the classes to be more the same. That's the whole point, is that they're not balanced. They're not the same. They're individuals. That's the main thing you all complained about 4th edition, was they were too much the same. They all had a movement ability. They all had an armor class ability. They all had an offense. They all had a defense. They all had a utility ability. There wasn't any really difference. What was the point of cleric if everybody could heal themselves? What was the point of this class if this class could do it better? And now, after all the hemming and hawing and changes that you wanted us to make the 5th edition post Tasha's, now you want to change it again because you're just not going to be happy until D&D as we know it doesn't exist. And Wizards of the Coast is not going to be happy because their job is to make money. So if they think they're going to make money by slaughtering everything we know about Dungeons & Dragons and turning it back into 4th edition or GURPS or True 20 or something else where every class is exactly the same, they will do that. We will complain because that's what we do. But we also need to understand that they don't care that we complain because Wizards of the Coast doesn't care about us. They only care about money. And the only reason why they put these surveys out is because the possibility that they might be losing money unless they give the people what they want. And apparently what the people want is that all the classes should be the same and balanced and do the exact same thing. Because when everybody's super, no one is. So there's your 2 stories. Arby's now has D&D dice, and Wizards of the Coast is again being stupid. And I know I get a lot of crap for defending Wizards of the Coast because I do understand why they make their choices. And I will say to my dying day, the intent is good. The intent is good. The idea is good. The way they implement the idea, though, is unbelievably self-destructive and stupid. So once again, Wizards of the Coast, the idea might be good, but this implication of the idea and the end results of once again just slaughtering the classes to make everything exactly the same, stupid. But that's just my opinion, and you don't have to agree with me. What do you think about Arby's having dice? Let me know. What do you think about Wizards of the Coast making all the classes balanced and exactly the same? Let me know. Till next time, I'm your grumpy guide to all things gaming. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Help me at 1,000 subs. I'll talk to you later. Stay warm, stay dry, stay hydrated. Happy back to school. Get off my land. I'll talk to you later. Arby's has dice.